will advance on to those finals? Will we be the favorite player, or will we have an upset, and will the underdog bounce back instead? We're here to find out. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkion, we have the red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran, the blue Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go. Again, ByuN, the last time he competed and participated in the Sparkling Tuna Cup was back in 2022. It's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years since ByuN has competed in... It's been a couple of years since he's competed for the tuna, for the dong, if you will. The dong one, even. And he's back, and he's being met by a proxy. Not just one, but two. That's going to be two SCVs here for Nicoract, going for Nicoract Reaper. But ByuN is going for double gas. Oof, it's going to be a double gas opener for ByuN. What does this mean? This means a faster factory. This means a delayed CC. This means a very safe build by ByuN. So already looking ideal here for the defense, but it still comes down to the control, still comes down to the reaction. We'll see if Nicoract can get a one-up on ByuN and catch the first Reaper, as this is going to be proxy Nicoract Reaper. And if ByuN gets caught with his pants down, if he's a little bit late to react and to respond with his first Reaper control, if it goes down early enough, then Nicoract can snowball from there. So still possible. Going for a third Rax? Okay, that I was not expecting. Oh my god, he's crazy. Let's go. The third Rax has been thrown down. And yeah, I mean, earlier Nicoract was in the Twitch chat, was stating, of course, that it was going to be a short series, and I mean, that is what he meant. I believe him, Pappy. I believe him. We'll see how this goes. As the Reapers are amassing. ByuN is scouting, checking for the proxy. He will actually check the third base location as well. ByuN, he sees, he knows, he confirms. ByuN is fully aware of what's going on. Does race back, will take an extra hit to the face, but we should be pulling some boys. There we go. The boys are being pulled to hold on to the ramp. Two Reapers have arrived. First SCV goes down. But Nicoract, he wants that Reaper. He won't get it. He gets surrounded. Some rough control. One Reaper falls already. Not the best start from Nicoract. Again, the goal here with this build is to overwhelm. And to overwhelm, you have to build up those Reapers over time. And for one Reaper to fall already, that is a rough start for Nicoract. ByuN even has the... Yeah, he even has the freedom to throw down a CC. Another Reaper falling. Not like this. Oh my god, we'll get away. Whew. Just in time. But this is looking a little bit bleak here for Nicoract. He can still pull this off. Goes back into the main. Gets eyes on the CC. Will delay. More boys being pulled. But the Hellion has arrived. There's already one Hellion. Soon to be two. As the Hellion count gets higher, the Reapers are becoming that much more. Well, that much less effective. Into the main. 5 Reapers. Going for the first Hellion. Hellion does fall. Oof. That was a trade. Now we have a second Hellion. If the shots are lining up, GG gets called, and ByuN will take game number 1. GG. ByuN does take a lead here. Again, it was a very risky build from Nicoract, very cheeky as well, and if ByuN had gone for an economic opener, then we could definitely see that working. Unfortunately, as we mentioned, ByuN did open up double gas, so it was going for a safer start, a safer build, and that meant that he was, again, safe against the aggression of Nicoract. But we'll see what the plan is here in game number 2 as we are jumping in to Oceanborn. Let's go. Jumping into Oceanborn, and I'm curious if we're gonna go for another proxy. No. It's possible, it's possible. We could go for some for another proxy Rax here. Or maybe something different. Maybe it's gonna be ByuN's turn to proxy instead. Possible. Is possible. Here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn. We have the red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. Down in the series, looking to bounce back here and now, it is Nicoract. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player, the blue Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Again, ByuN making his return after so long. It's been years since he's competed in the tournaments here on the Cranky Ducklings, but he's back. He's back with a vengeance. He's back, and he wants That Dongwon back. Ah, so do I. Let's go. See someone in the chat, Cristiano, no team. Isn't he too good to be teamless? He is very good. Cristiano, he's like arguably top 4 Protoss in Europe, arguably. Definitely up there alongside players like Geralt, for example. And I'm hoping that especially if there's another season of WTL, I'm sure that Cristiano will be picked up. I'm sure. As we see ByuN once again scouting and looking for the proxy. Yeah, ByuN a little bit paranoid. I do not blame him. Do not blame him whatsoever. For checking the triangular third, checking the linear third base as well, looking for the proxy Raxes. As we can see, Nicoract is throwing down his Rax back at home, not proxy. So a standard safer opener here, double gas out of Nicoract. Rax expand out of ByuN. This does explain the SCV scout. So a greedier build by the blue Terran player, and Nicoract will dip in and confirm. Does confirm the single gas. And we'll head down to the low ground and we'll get eyes on the building CC. So Nicoract is fully aware. And now the pressure suddenly is a lot more on Nicoract to try to catch back up. Try to punish the greed here of ByuN. Reaper moves out. Likewise pulling back. Has the help of the Marine, and with the help of the Marine, the Reaper is going to be forced back as well. ByuN does deflect. Nicoract CC on the low ground is just now starting. Oof. ByuN does shoot first, forcing Nicoract back. Nicoract hiding in the tall grass. And Nicoract will have additional Hellions earlier as well, bear that in mind because of the faster factory. Hellion production well underway. First Hellions moving out. Actually going for the add-on, okay. Never mind, Cyclone with the reactor alongside it. Nicoract still building up, hoping to catch some stray SCVs on the low ground, and looks like we'll find one. SCV does pull away. ByuN keeps it safe. And Nicoract doesn't go for the dive. He thinks about it. Doesn't quite commit. Now ByuN can defend. The SV is spotted. SV goes down. But now ByuN has a Cyclone and he will punish the move out. He will punish this aggression. Cleans up the Reapers and the Hellions. Very nice defense by ByuN. Aye. Meanwhile, across the map, Nicoract getting ready for his own drop play. It's going to be Cyclone. It's going to be a Cyclone drop with the medevac, of course. Looking to be active. And it's on ByuN to try to piece together what exactly is coming his way, whether it's a Cyclone drop, whether it's something more committed, more aggressive, like a one-base all-in. Reaper goes for the dive. Confirms the lack of fast tech lab, for example. Gets eyes on the add-ons and the lack of add-ons. And should be feeling pretty safe. Packet and ByuN in position, ready for the drop. Nicoract dips in, but there are two Cyclones ready for this, and Nicoract will have to get out. And thankfully doesn't lose anything. Takes a bit of hull damage on the Cyclone, but does get away. And the game can calm down. We can take a moment, we can take a breath. We can calm things down. Both players getting into their 1-1-1s. See ByuN prioritizing Raven production, of course. Meanwhile, Nick even going straight for the third CC. The command center is on the way. Meanwhile, Nicoract across the map, slightly behind him, but also working in the same direction. Getting to Ravens, getting to tanks. Getting to the bread and butter of TvT. As ByuN moves out, Nicoract also being active with his own drop. Looking for any stray units. Scan reveals the production. Gets eyes on the Raven production. Dips into the natural, but Nicoract is ready for it as well. Zones ByuN away. But we're keeping up. Both players are keeping up with each other. No major losses outside of the initial Reaper Hellion. But ByuN does have a much faster third CC, and I believe Nicoract did spot it. Yeah, he is aware of the third CC. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on Nicoract. Nicoract, he knows how late his expansion is in comparison to ByuN, which means soon Nicoract has to move out. Now, the purpose of the move out is not to break ByuN by any means. As you can see, Nicoract is not going for an all-in. Oh my god. This medevac gets low. But the purpose is to contain. It's to contain ByuN, to delay and deny the third base for as long as possible while Nicoract gets into his own. As the drop is going to be shut down just barely. 2 cyclones and a medevac for 1 cyclone and 1 medevac. So better trade there for Nicoract. There's that move out that we spoke of. And again, the purpose, the goal is to contain. To contain ByuN. We'll see if Nicoract can. At the same time, ByuN already setting up. Getting ready back at home is pre-sieged. It's going to be that much more difficult here to deny the third, but Nicoract, he has to try. He does have disables. Disables coming in. 2 tanks get caught out. There's still 1 tank behind this. A 4th tank has arrived. Big tank flow is going off, and it looks like, yeah, it's going to be too much. ByuN, he holds. He saves his third, and GG gets called. ByuN will take the 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. There was a lot of pressure on Nicoract there to try to break that location, to try to catch up economically. Otherwise, he would just be playing from behind. The reality is that in a mirror matchup especially, being behind when it comes to bases, when it comes to economy, can be difficult to catch back up on, and clearly Nicoract didn't want to try to come back from behind or try to play out that game state, given that his third base was so late, and GG. GG, well played. ByuN will advance on to the grand finals. Let's go. GG, and that means that we are getting ready eventually for the finals, but for the raffle, for la rifa. Let's go.